team, it's Ryan, and you're listening to Life at UpKeep, a podcast about the people and teams in our company doing amazing work together. We decided to do this podcast so that our team could stay connected and get to know each other even as we're apart because of COVID. Through the eyes of our very own UpKeepers, you'll get a glimpse of our amazing company culture, our team's big wins, small wins, how team members came to join and love UpKeep, and so much more. Today, I'm super excited. We've got John, our sales development rep. What's up, John?
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in.
Let's kick it off and share a little bit more about your role and some of your responsibilities.
I am currently a sales rep. My understanding of salespeople, like a year ago before I came into this job, was that we were just fancy telemarketers, and I could just not have been more wrong. It's just essentially to outreach to prospects who are interested in stepping up their maintenance game. That's what UpKeep is here for. But more so, I've learned that my job is to be a great listener, to listen to what people need, and then if we have something that could provide a value to them, introduce them to UpKeep. And it's something that I've actually been able to pour into my actual life as well, just improve my listening. Because I know, Ryan, you know me, I'm a talker, so I appreciate that about my role.
I'm definitely a talker too, and I'm curious, John, what got you into sales? I think it's like a fancy telemarketer. It's still something that I want to do.
I actually remember briefly talking about this during our interview a while ago, but there was a time in life where I was kind of at a crossroads. The day before I was taking my LSAT, I bumped into my cousin Nicole, and I was venting to her, and I was just like, man, Nicole, I just graduated college. I've spent the past 2 months studying for this exam. I don't really know if I want to commit to another 4 years of school right away, or if I want to just start adulting. And she told me about her role as a account executive at UpKeep, a great company she worked for, and then the rest was history from then.
Have you ever looked back and said, I would have gone the right route if I had taken the LSAT?
Not at all. Yeah, I just felt like I was in the right place at the right time. And even today, if I ever felt like I needed to go back, that option is always there. I could always go back to school. I'm happy. That's not something I had felt when I was grinding for an exam that I didn't know was worth it. This to me feels worth it. And then, I don't know, I have no regrets.
John, what's a project you've been working on that you're really proud of?
I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, just have a little video diary to look back on and be like, wow, these are the adventures I had. This is my day to day. This past weekend, I realized I was like, wait, I have time for that now. Since I'm not spending 15 hours on the road every week, I can work and then use that time to actually do videos. So I actually started working on a project of creating a YouTube channel with my best friend, Max. It'll be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, we were just talking to you're commuting from Pasadena to Westwood, which
yeah.
probably isn't the most fun drive, I'd imagine.
It was about an hour in the morning, no, 40 minutes in the morning, but after 3 p.m., the commute from Westwood is an hour and a half to Pasadena. But it was perfect to listen to podcasts like these.
I used to listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of startup podcasts, listening to other CEOs and founders to see what they've done throughout their journey. But now I don't, because I don't drive anymore. It's actually a very interesting observation.
Yeah, I don't know why podcasts were just made for driving, but now that we're all quarantined, I'd wonder if that trend has kind of dropped. What does that mean for the future of this podcast?
Oh my
No,
gosh, John.
no. We'll figure out a way. Right? Chelsea, you're just gonna have to work 2 times as hard for the marketing for this.
Oh no. What's something that you love, and really appreciate about UpKeep?
I know it might sound a little cliche, but it's definitely the people. I remember when I first started, I would just rave about loving coming to work and loving about the people that I work with and how they inspire me and I learn from them every day. Could just feed off their energy, really easy to talk to and pick up on what they were doing. They taught me a lot and they're very open and not closed at all about it. And I really appreciated that open and transparent atmosphere where I really felt like I could literally go to anyone for support. And some people who would come and tell me, it's wow, this is your first job. You're very lucky, because the first companies they had worked with, straight out of college, it was not like that at all. Even during COVID, when I felt like a lot of my friends outside of UpKeep, their companies were all panicking, failing, and going through a lot of hardship and just a severe lack of communication, our team was actually thriving. I think our activity had been higher than it's ever been before. Our Slack channels were actually popping off with like daily challenges and fun spiffs and like rewards, and it was just like it was a good time. I remember telling my friends, I was like, I know you're struggling, but I just want a Disney pass from my company. But like, I hope things start looking up for you.
Oh God.
What about you?
What
What's
about me?
one thing you love about your baby?
I think it's the people, the mission, our customers, every interaction that we have, I absolutely love and cherish. When I read about some of these customer success stories, when I get to talk to people in the industry and they're like, holy moly, UpKeep is doing something incredibly different than everyone else out in the industry, it gives me a lot of purpose to what I do.
I love that.
Well, thanks, John, for joining me on this episode of Life at UpKeep. If anyone on the team wants to connect with me, feel free to shoot me a Slack, shoot me an email, ryanchan@onupkeep.com. Hope to connect with all of you soon. I'll talk to you guys later.